You know I'm gonna make a new video. You know when something like this happens, I'm gonna make a video talking about it. Like, look at that. That looks. Hola, hola, what the heck happened there? I did not. That is, that is, that is some crazy shit. Like just a week ago, we'll change this to a week. 5 days, I guess. 5 days from here. $10. That's a 40% increase. If you go back a little bit more, in a quarter, went from $8 to almost $15. That is crazy. That is almost 100%. I mean, I guess we fell that much. I guess if you just rewind a little bit, still, I have the free version, so I cannot do that. Let's go back here. Yeah, if you rewind a little bit back, you also have this thing that happened, which not the most pretty, but we can ignore that. We can ignore that. That was a thing of the past. Look at that. That is something. Like I don't. The thing is, right? I just wanted to talk about this price action. It's really weird. I don't know. So like, I have it on my watch list, right? It's really weird. Look at these spikes in volume. I don't know how to check for people getting squeezed out, but look at those spikes. And then if you look individually at every single ticker, this is a 1 minute chart, right? This is a 1 minute chart. You have here, right? You have all these big tickers, just like hella long, hella big tickers, right? This one, up, some like 20 cents. This one, up, some like what? Another like 25 cents, 20, 30 cents, right? 25, 30 cents. This one, from here, $14, all the way up to, well, that's also like, yeah, all the way up to like what? That's like 35, 40 cents. Like, obviously on like the spy on like the Qs, right? Like that's nothing, right? But this is a 14. Remember, this is a 13, $14 stock, and it's doing this. I don't know, man. Like I don't want to say anything's happening, but this is looking kind of squishy. Just like it's the volume is so weird. Like look at this. Look at this. What is happening here? And what is up with these spikes? Like if you watched it during the day, you'd be like, what the heck is happening? Like one day, like 1 second, it'll be like down 5 cents, and then like in the next like minute, it just jumps up like 50 cents. That's a big move. But like, yeah, congrats if you're holding it. If you're still holding it, I'm still holding it. Let's go, right? Congrats. I saw someone that they sold out for $2,000 gain. Good job. Good job. Hey, buy some tendies with that. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, right? But like, this is some weird price action. I don't know if someone knows something, because the weird thing is they haven't even released their earnings date yet. So I think it's kind of weird. I will say one thing to look for on the earnings is it will probably be it'll probably be a little bit more elevated than expected, because we did have one of the reasons for that drop. Um, oops. One of the reasons for this drop last earnings was because one of the one of their what is it called, projects or whatever, one of their what is it called, one of their contracts didn't get signed until this quarter, right? It got delayed until this quarter, and that's one of the reasons why they missed their revenue. But like I was happy to have reclaimed that the other day. We just pumped up. Oh, wait a second. 14.12. Okay, I'm just thinking about this on the spot. That's exactly what is $14? Anyone remember $14? That is exactly. Okay, not exactly. 14 cents off. But the contract back here that led to this drop, it was at $14. Oh, actually that. That's quite interesting. Oh, I didn't think about that. We hit back that contract price of $14, right? This might be a short term. This might actually be that company, or the investors that were investing in Spire Global. I think what happened is, because think about it, right? Like, okay, so we get more we get more we're more sure that there's gonna be a 25%, or there's gonna be a 25 point basis, or 25 point interest rate cut, or like maybe 50% point interest rate cut. that doesn't mean anything really different for the for the underlying company, right? You could say like, oh, all the Russell is running up, but I mean like this is a crazy run up. Like just the daily chart is, I think it's like, or like the weekly chart is a good 30%, right? Is that? Oh, sorry, 5 day. You know, there's 5 day. Yeah, like even like $10 up to 14. That's a 40% run. I haven't seen a 40% run in a while. So I see, now that I think about it, we stopped at 14.12. I mean, obviously, okay, let's wait until the end of the week, right? But I do think this $14 mark is going to be a point of support starting now. We might drop back down a little bit, but I think that $14 price point is going to be a support level. And I think that company, they were trying to slowly and quietly accumulate shares throughout this entire area, right? And they were trying to get to their because they wanted, I think, what was it, 16, no, was it 60 million, 50 million? I think it was, I think it was like 12 million or something, however many shares, right? They're probably trying to get as many shares as possible, which is why we saw this steady incline. And then because they're probably assuming, or they might be thinking that we will have, that Spire Global will have good earnings, that they kind of just like, well, they're just like, screw it, we're just gonna buy anything above anything below 14.50, right? And they bought it, right? So that actually, I didn't think about that until now, but that's actually a pretty, I mean, tinfoil hat, you can call it tinfoil hat, but that makes sense, right? We did stop at $14, which is exactly their purchase price. I mean, okay, yeah, 14 cents off, whatever, you know what I mean. 12 cents off now. But I mean, that's all I can really see explaining these. I mean, you could say it's a short squeeze. At first I thought it was a short squeeze, but now that I think about it, I think it's the latter, right? Or it's the latter, right? Because like this random, like it's first of all, I think it's only like 12% short or something like that. I can look it up. Spire Global short interest. I think it's like 12%, 12.25%, 12.29%. Yeah, so it's not actually that big. The other big thing, right, is there's only I want to say 22 million shares outstanding. Okay, Spire Global shares outstanding. I'm pretty sure it's really short. Okay, 24 million shares outstanding, right? So that's a really low float, low float stock, right? So like people that really want to buy in, they'll want to buy in, and I think it was 1.2 million, right? So if we calculate the entire volume today, let's look at the volume today. Let's look at this. Volume today was, oh wow, what is that? Oh, what happened there? But anyways, volume today is, if I can get to it, 1.1 million. 1.1 million shares. I mean, it could be possible that they already accumulated whatever they wanted. But that's really nice. I mean, honestly, this does not look sustainable. A reasonable person would probably be like, I think it'll probably drop back down. I'm not reasonable. I'm not reasonable at all. So like I'm still holding, like I sold like 2 covered calls again at $14 because like this look crazy. Like this is crazy. Like if you weren't an idiot like I am, you'd probably have at least trimmed your position. I'm holding strong because I am an idiot. I really need to learn how to do this, but I don't know. Like I just really like the company. I really like the management. Like everything is shaping up, right? I love the business model, right? I love the expanding total addressable market, right? The expanding TAM, like, and look at this. Like I can totally see this orange line being support or being a good trend line to follow. It just broke out of there. Oh, I'm just fangirling or fanboying about this now. So, but the other thing is also like it's still relatively unknown, right? So like, again with as I said, like stocks first they're their voting machine and then their weighing machine, right? Again, I think that Spire Global is like they have the weighing part down. It's just getting people to know about it and getting to the point where they have a high enough market cap where you get other institutions finally seeing it as not a dangerous play, not a penny stock, and buying it, right? Remember, $14, that's not even $2 pre-split or pre-reverse split. So I think we have a long, like quite a way upward, right? Like if you look at the yearly chart, look at the 5 year. Like we're nowhere even close. We're like, you think that's it? Nah. You're not even close, right? Like this is a spec. I mean, you could say there's a wedge pattern, but I mean like again, so like this is still a penny stock in like every single, like in most forms of the word and in most definitions of the word, this is still a penny stock. But they are executing, right? They're gonna reach profitability soon, right? According to management, they're going to reach profitability soon. I think that like selling now is just, I mean, yeah, I would trim. Like I really do. I like most likely it's going to like at least retest some type of resistance level or some type of a support level, but that red line looks actually kind of scary. But I really doubt it that it just broke out of there. So I think that orange line is a good trend to follow. But like this is, I'm freaking fly. But yeah, I'm just woo. We almost hit 15. Hey, right? Like I think we moved more than GameStop today, and that's a big feat. GameStop moves like a mother trucker. So hey, if you're still in here like I am, congrats. If you sold and you made tendies, congrats. You're doing good. You're doing good, right? Yeah, I just wanted just a quick update on what my thoughts are. That the theory with that one investing group, I think that's actually quite possible. Like the elevated volume, like the random sudden. It's just the sudden, like you look at the minute chart, right? Like minute, like no one looks at minute because like every minute it's gonna be like really low volume. But look at that, right? Like look at down here, right? You see those random spikes out of nowhere. You see like the spikes over here, right? Like it'll spike and then go down, right? Spike like that. That's so weird. I've never. I mean, I'm relatively new to the market, but like this is quite odd, right? But yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't know. I was just like rambling for the past. I really need a little. Where am I? 12 minutes. Let's go. Happy face. Happy face all around. I don't have a Coke today, but yeah. Have a good one. Have a good one.